We are now going to do a thing that if this ever gets to more than 5 people, I will be shot through my window at 1 in the morning. We're gonna be ranking, or I'm gonna be ranking, based on me, every Persona 5 character, the P5 Royal Editions, and a couple of the P5 Striker characters. I'm not fully done with P5 Strikers yet. I'm like at the last, I would assume it's the last jail. But we're gonna add a couple of these. I have the main cast, obviously, the confidants, some other characters, some of the antagonists and stuff, just because, I don't know, I felt like adding them. We're gonna go until Jose. Maybe I'll count him, maybe I won't, we'll see. Okay, so I went with the sexualities that are like most common, I guess. We have pan, bi, gay, straight, demisexuals, or romantics. I'm gonna see if how this fits with... I have solid headcanons on some of these characters, and others I'm a little unsure, so we'll see. And we have the ace folks. I don't know if I'm gonna base this purely on romantic attraction, purely sexual, or both. If it fits, we'll see. So, starting with the man himself. Akira, Ren, Joker, whichever you prefer. I'm just gonna go with Joker. Get the fuck up here, baby. We could have had so much. We could have had it all. But no, Atlas decided to be homophobic and not let us date even one guy. Not even one! If P6 doesn't let us date characters of the same gender, I swear to God, something is horribly wrong with this company. They said you get P2 and shut up. Exactly. Joker, pan romantic, pansexual, anything goes. Anything goes. Doesn't matter. And we love him for it. Morgana is straight. I can't really see him anything else. And you know what? Good for him. Good for him. On my heart says lesbian. My heart says lesbian. But I can also see her being bi. I feel like she'd swing both ways. Or at least 2 ways. So I'll put her in bi. She radiates queer energy, but not gay energy. Ryuji. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I think Ryuji is bi. However, I could also see Ryuji as being one of the straights. I could see it. After playing through, or not all the way through, I'm not all the way done yet, but after playing a good portion of P4G and seeing Yosuke, I can fully understand people seeing Ryuji as just straight. Because Ryuji, he's like the dude bro, you know? He's just a guy. He's not Yosuke, who has so much fucking internalized homophobia and repressed homosexuality that it's like, it isn't even funny anymore. Ryuji does not have that. There's some moments, but he's not like as extreme about it. Yeah, Ryuji wouldn't go, I don't want you to the same tent with me. Ryuji, if he knew one of his friends was gay, he'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. You do you. He might make a like that typical comment of as long as you don't hit on me or something, but even then, like, that's... He's fine. He's fine. I would call him maybe straight... What is that called? Is it called, like... I think it's called, like, bi-curious? Like, mostly straight, but he'd be willing to experiment. You know, once he's a bit more comfortable with himself as a whole, he'd be willing to try stuff out. So I'm gonna put him in here for now. Oh, this is another interesting one. This is another interesting one. Very pan to you? I can definitely see it. As much as I love the meme and the funsies, I don't think Yusuke is gay. Also, canonically, like, he is, in his own weird artistic way, interested in women. At first, I would have gone with maybe Demi or Ace, but only asexual, not aromantic, possibly. But I can definitely see him being pan. Yusuke not having any gender restriction or limit to his interest feels very in character. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I do not imagine him just being straight. No. Or like either side, I guess. He's definitely open. I'm just not sure whether I would put him in pan or demi. You know, I might put him in demisexual for now. Why do I say for now? I'm probably not going to change any of these at any point. Open like his empty ass wallet. I think I'm gonna put him in demisexual, but he has no gender or sex preference. If the chemistry fits, it fits, you know? Makoto. Makoto, I can see as bi. Don't think she's straight. No. I wouldn't say straight. I think she's bi. Maybe like a similar case as Ryuji, where she'd probably consider herself straight, but you know, if it happens, it happens. I think Makoto is bi, especially with some of her dialogue with the girls. I don't fully remember much of her dialogue with the girls, like nothing that like stuck out to me as being very like eyebrow raising, but I can see it. Futaba, I would see as ace. Demi at most, but in that case only demi romantic. I do not see her as being sexually attracted to anyone. So I think I'll put her in ace. I think that's a very common sexuality headcanon for her too. And I think it fits. Haru, canonically, we know I mean, fucking everyone has a crush on Joker at some point, if we're gonna be honest. I don't know, Haru's kind of giving me Pan vibes. I feel like at least Pan romantic fits. Maybe she'd have like sexual preferences, but romantically, if they're good to her, if they're caring, if they're kind, it's all good. Okay. I mean, what else am I going to put him in? Where else am I going to put him? Everyone, give it up for Pride Month himself. Listen, that man has not once shown interest in any woman. Joker exists. At most, the only other tier I could see him in is Demi. But that motherfucker is so... That is homosexuality personified. Oh yeah, wasn't it like a jazz gin conversation? Like a girl confessed to him, but all he could think about while it happened was how he was going to reject her. Oh man. This is just his tier. Sumi. Sumi, I can see... I don't think she's ace. I don't think she's demi. I could see her being straight. I could see her as being straight, honestly. I could also see her being bi. I think I'm fine putting Sumi as down as straight. I think that's fine. Maruki. I mean, he canonically had a girlfriend, so definitely not gay. Don't think he's ace. Maybe asexual. Who knows? No. Don't think he's demi. Could be, but I wouldn't put him there. Maybe another straight, or maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll put him in bi. Maybe it's a situation of bi, but leaning more towards women, perhaps. You know? I don't know why I put Lavenza here. I can't really put Lavenza anywhere here. I can't really see it. Like maybe ace at most. I don't know. I guess I'll put her here. So we are done with the P5 and P5R cast. Now we have a couple P5 Strikers editions. Starting with Father. I think he's straight. Despite what I wish to believe, I think straight seems the most likely. I don't think he has any real interest in men. Zenkichi looks like I just broke his favorite vase and he's trying not to cuss me out. Zenkichi is that dad. He might not understand LGBTQ plus terms, but he's supportive. You know? If Akane came out as a lesbian or as anything here, he'd be fully supporting her and trying his best to understand. Sophie, my little daughter, ignoring the fact that she is an AI and is stuck in a phone. As of now, as far as I know, maybe she gets, I don't know, maybe she fucking gets a body at the end of P5S. I don't know, I haven't played that far. I feel like Sophie still like has a long way to go in terms of fully understanding human emotions to like get to the stage of even thinking about romance. So I'll put her in ace. We got Sophie next. Do I want to rank Akane? Sure, why not? Why not? Akane somehow strikes me as bi. Maybe Pan. But maybe she just hasn't thought that far yet. Or hasn't really considered it so far. I think Akane being bi is fine. Ichinose, that woman, I don't know, lesbian. That woman just kind of strikes me as women lover. I don't know what it is. This is like the main P5S editions, I'd say. I have these three just because, I don't know, I have some thoughts about them. Alice, I can see as, I can see Alice as Pan. No, you know what? I'll put her in bi. And Natsume, I can see him being pan. I don't know what it is. It's the vibes. He just kind of gives off pan vibes to me. Konoe, I don't fucking know. Straight. I don't even want to have him in. I don't care enough about him as of now. I'm still getting to it. Okay, now we are getting to the confidants. Soji bro, coffee dad, straight. That is just a good old straight man. Where do I put you, Godfather? Yeah, Sojiro is so straight, he makes gay people question themselves. Yui doesn't really seem interested at all. And as far as we know, he's never been involved with anyone, you know? Maybe Demi, but that's a hard maybe. He is father first, and everything else comes after. You know, I'll put him in Demi, just so Yusuke has some company. Yoshida, my man! Straight. Wait. Actually, my first thought was similar to Sojiro. He is just like, straight man. But now that I think about it, maybe I could see it. Yeah, you know, I can see Yoshida being bi. Yeah, he seems like someone who definitely experimented when he was younger. Kawakami! Straight would make sense. Possibly pan. I don't know. That's difficult. I can see Kawakami just being straight. But I can also see her being pan. I definitely can. Sai? I can see her being ace. I feel like that might be the most likely. I feel like she doesn't really show any interest in romance at all. If she did, I feel like she just wouldn't really care. She wouldn't have any preferences, but I don't think she's interested in romance or relationships in general. Oya. Honestly, I feel like Oya would kind of swing. She'd swing all the ways. Oya feels pretty pan to me. I would not see her being ace. I do not see her being Demi. I feel like she'd be willing to play around a little. Straight? I don't know. I mean, look at that woman. Look at those glasses. She's not straight. Oya, stop bringing kids into the bar sexual. That too. Takemi. Honestly, I know you can romance Takemi if you want to. You know what? Fine, fair enough. If we take canon into account, would she care about gender, like, at all? Probably not. I'll put her in pan. I'll put her here. Mishima! My boy! Mishima is interested in women. He is interested in girls. I feel like putting Mishima in straight would just be like the... I don't know. I feel like that's the first thing you think of. But that's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Maybe he'd be a similar case to Ryuji. Yeah, he might have some internalized homophobia, but once he gets past that, he might be a little more open to it. Chiho, lesbian. That is a lesbian. Chihaya. I can see Chihaya as I could see her as being bi. Or pan, actually, you know? She kind of rocking that pan romantic, pansexual possibly vibe. Mishima and Ryuji are Yosuke if he got to be a teenager in 2016, not 2008. True. Hifumi. Okay, let me think before I look at anything. I can see Hifumi being demisexual. I think for her, it wouldn't matter, but she would need that strong connection. She's kind of a Yusuke case, you know? Okay, and listen, I didn't put any of the other teachers here, but besides Kawakami, but I need to add her because that is a full-on lesbian to me. That is a full-on queer woman to me. Pure queer energy. And we love her for it. I like Chono. I'll put her in gay. I love how it's just Goro with the lesbians. I love that. Akechi is pulling a Kaya in every official art. You know what? Yeah. Okay. That didn't take long. I kind of overestimated how many characters there were, but fair enough.